Friends, Hari Prasad is back with another lecture on soft skills. The topic for today's lecture is presentation skills for emergent managers. Emergent managers are would-be becoming managers. Would-be managers. Okay? You know, as usual, I start with anecdote or message or story or anecdote, joke. Okay? Now here, the message I am giving is, everyone is afraid of dog and not God. Everyone is afraid of dog. It may bite, but not God. Coming to the topic, emergent managers mean would-be managers, the MBA students. Objective of communication is not the transmission but the reception. Objective of communication is not to transmission. Communication is transmitted automatically. But what is the reception? What is the quantum of reception? How, to what extent the students got the message? So, objective of communication is not transmission, it is reception. Getting the student, getting straight into the brains of the candidates. Content of the speech must be geared up not to the speaker but to the audience. The content is to be geared to the students, to the audience, not to the speaker. If the presentation is not understood by the audience, it is waste. Whatever presentation you are giving, it is not understood by the audience, it is waste only. The presentation I am giving to you now on presentation skills for emergent managers. If it is not got by you the emergent managers, then the presentation is waste. That is why I am stressing now and then, observe carefully. Watch with eyes, ears, with total body in present. Total body in presence you need to keep to watch the lectures on soft skills. The objective is communication is to make your message understood and remembered. What is the objective of communication? The message is to be understood and remembered. I already told you, objective of communication is not a transmission but reception. The students have to take that communication, whatever the subject is there, whatever the skill is there, to their mind. That is what objective of communication is. The presenter must concentrate not only upon the facts being presented, but also upon style, pace, tone, and the tactics which he used. For 5-minute talk, prepare for 1 hour. Formulate a precise objective in planning your speech. Precise objective required to plan your speech. If you don't focus upon objectives, it is unlikely that the audience will. If the focus is not upon the objects, then it is unlikely audience will do. Okay, the syllabus. They have to change the syllabus to the demands of the industry, business world. That means every year syllabus. When the syllabi are updated, automatically the students 100% employment will be there. All the 100% students will get the employment. So the syllabus is to be changed every now and then to suit the corporate world, business world, the present day business environment. The students go through the economic times or business world to breakthroughs. Current business breakthroughs can be known by students, management, teachers, students themselves, if they incorporate one culture in them, that is following and economic times. These newspapers, if they follow, they will know the business breakthroughs, how they are now. Students to script and shoot their business stories, vision of their faculty members, and review them after performance. Students, what they have to do? They have to shoot their scripts, and they have to enact. Their performance is to be supervised by the faculty members. Then when they go to the real business world, they will be successful. During course of MBA, what the students have to do is, and they have to picturize them, they will evaluate, and they make all the students all right during college days. Once they leave college and go to corporate world for working, business world for working, they will be successful. Okay? Now let me tell you one thing. Mathematics as an abbreviation. What is M? What is A? We'll see. See mathematics. Mathematics, M stands for mind. A stands for accuracy. T stands for talent. E stands for enthusiasm. M stands for memory. A stands for attention. T stands for tactfulness. I stands for intelligence. C stands for cleverness. Stands for smile. Mathematics. What is math? Mind, accuracy, talent, hard work, enthusiasm, memory, attention, tactfulness, intelligence, cleverness. Mathematics has 11. Cricket team 11. Cricket team 11. Let us math in cricket 11. Maths is like a cricket team. Maths is like a cricket team. Enjoy mathematics. Now coming to the point, coming to the topic, to learn their oral communication from placing a call to negotiating and overcoming interpersonal conflicts in the theater lab, where their management of words write their future or write off their careers. Try to understand this point. A call to negotiating and overcoming interpersonal conflicts in the theater lab. In the theater lab, where write off their future or write their future or write off their careers. When written communication can be learned, notices, memos, and all sorts of business communication. Not only written skills also required in business communication. Written communication can be learned by sending tenders, notices, memos, business messages. Theatrical drill also grooms the students in business manner. Theatrical drill, so that the students can be taught business manners and etiquette. Business manners and etiquette can be taught to the students. Practical skills in theater lab, like how to enter an executive's cabin, introduce business cards, and exchange other places. Corporate simulations help the students feel hierarchical patterns, like how to deal with seniors, peers, and juniors. Learn body language, since smiles, gestures, postures all play a vital role in personality and cosmetic value. Okay, right? In corporate appraisals, how students carry themselves is carry in their brains. What is required? Two things very important here for getting the job in the business world. In corporate appraisals, the students have to carry themselves as important as the bag and baggage of knowledge. Not only bag and baggage of knowledge, but also what they have to carry themselves very importantly. The students have to maintain a composure. They have to carry themselves in such a way that when they are doing the corporate appraisals, oh, this boy did well. And this boy has good behavior and also bag and baggage of knowledge. He carries bag and baggage of knowledge. Means so much knowledge also he has in hard skills. That is what the corporate appraisals are. To say their office decor or office makeup. Students, what they are to be told? To design their office decor for office makeup. It speaks about the taste and the professional competence of its occupants and sophistications. Okay? Be sophisticated. It is the password for success. Students to take up the roles of overseas cross-cultural behavior. Cross-cultural behavior also the students have to imbibe in the classroom itself. Not training, not in training. After joining job, training will be there, not in training. Training may be a double touch. But in classroom itself, the students have to learn cross-cultural behavior. That means they have to deal with overseas clients. Clients from Japan, Germany, England, USA, they have to deal. That is why they should know cross-cultural behavior. What I say? Today, the world is a global village. In the global village situation, the multinational work ambience, we have global situation, that is, we work in a global village, multinational network ambience, multinational work ambience. The students need to learn intercultural communication. There what we said, cross-cultural behavior, here intercultural communication. The communication of Japan, you must know, if the Japanese fellow, if he is dealing with India, he has to know the Indian culture. That is intercultural communication they should know. For what? In today's global village, multinational work ambience, the students are supposed to learn intercultural communication in the classroom itself. Academic theatre can act as complete communication enabler. Academic theatre, in each college, business school, there should be academic theatre. In academic theatre, the academic theatre should act as a complete communication enabler. Then the students get benefited. The exercise rejuvenates the dull classroom routine and will help students understand the intricacies of art of communicating for better business. If these type of exercises are done in the business theatre in the classroom of a college, then what will happen finally? The exercise will rejuvenate. That exercise rejuvenates the dull classroom routine. Dull classroom routine, and will help students understand the intricacies of art of communicating for better business life. Variation, what is the use? What I am giving now, I am giving you how to make presentations. What you do, you take a topic, not this topic, you don't take this topic. You take a topic, how business should go well. Like that you take a topic, then you discuss. So to make that presentation clearly, how you have to present, I am giving you training. If you follow this, you can make your own presentation very nicely. Professional presentation very nicely. Please try to bear in mind. Subsection should be preceded by a pause and a change in tone to emphasize the delineation. When we are going from one subsection to the other subsection, there should be delineation, separation. Then audience will get attracted to you. If a tonal variation does not come to you naturally, try making use of rhetorical questions throughout your speech. If you are not able to make tonal variations, then ask rhetorical questions throughout your speech. When you ask rhetorical questions, so the audience will be very happy. Like that they feel. Expression is very important. I told you in all my soft skills lectures, expression is very important for communication skills, in presentations, etc. The audience watch your face. Your face should be beautiful. How beautiful? Like this, it should be like this. Then only audience will get attracted to you. Okay? Now I'll give you a message. Don't ask why are you dull. If asked, he will go dullest. Any person, when you go, why are you dull? Don't ask. If you ask dull, no. Why are you dull? If you ask no, he will go dullest. So that is the way how to tackle people, how to make people all right. Coming to the point, if you are smiling, they listen to you. Make sure your facial expressions are natural. Your facial expressions are to be natural. Then only they will get attracted to you. Appearance matters. Your appearance, that matters. I already told you in all my soft skills lectures. The lectures I have delivered so far on soft skills, how appearance matters. I already told you. Again I am telling. Lay heavy emphasis upon the way you dress. Heavy emphasis should be upon the way you dress. My friend Vanita says, no coat, no this, no makeup, she will say. But without that, how good appearance comes? I only say appearance required. Right? That is why appearance is the first thing you need to observe in presentation skills. Dress for the audience, not for yourself. Dress is for the audience, not for myself. Will I wear coat every time? Will I put on coat every time? No, only for the audience purpose I put on my coat. My friend says, Vanita says, no, don't put on the coat. No, it's not for me, it's for you, for the audience. Your stance and posture will convey a great deal about you. Your stance and posture, how you stand, how you look, that makes a great difference. Your stance should not convey boredom. Your stance should not convey boredom to the audience. Use your whole body as a dynamic tool to reinforce your rapport with the audience. Whole body you need to use. Whole body you need to use to make rapport, to maintain rapport with your audience. Don't wave hands aimlessly throughout the air. Into the air, don't wave your hands, no, like this, into the air. Don't wave your hands aimlessly. So it will be of no use. I already told you in my earlier lectures this. Soft skills, no, they will recur here and there. They will repeat here and there. Giving you one message now. Man has to use heart and head to protect soul. After message, I am coming to topic again. Don't fiddle hands with a pen. Take a pen, fiddle your hands. Don't fiddle. Don't juggle change in your trouser pocket. Change in your trouser pocket. Put change and don't juggle your change like this. Audience don't like it. Keep hands still except when used in unison with your speech. Hands should be in unison. Hands should be in unison with your speech. Otherwise, keep hands still. Otherwise, keep hands still while your presentation is on. Techniques of speech. I am giving you some techniques for speech. These are the tricks of the trade. In presentation, in speaking profession, what are the tricks of the trade? I am giving you some tricks of the trade. 1. Make an impression. First impression is the best impression. That is one of the soft skills I presented already. in my 7th episode. The average audience are very busy. Average audience always very busy. They have husbands and wives, schedules and slippages, cars and mortgages. The average audience. They try to concentrate on our speech. Their minds inevitably stray. I have to fill that car loan, I have to do that, I have to pay this. Their mind inevitably wander. Capture their attention and make a lasting impression upon them. First capture their attention and make a lasting impression upon them so that they forget their car loan, they forget their mortgage, their slippages, everything they forget. Number 2, repeat. Repetition makes the busy audience hear. Busy audience, what they do? Repeat. For example, there are some film heroes in Tollywood, Bollywood, Mollywood, Sandalwood, Hollywood. Film stars are there. For example, take film stars from Hollywood. No, from Bollywood we'll take. Hollywood we don't know many of them. From Tollywood we'll take, not from Bollywood, not from Hollywood. Tollywood will take. For example, how one Balakrishna fellow became hero because his father was hero. How Nagarjuna fellow became hero because his father was hero. How Venkatesh became hero in Telugu industry because his father was producer. Okay? So, their thought process is, you rub these faces on the audience. One film flopped, another flick flopped, another movie flopped, failure. 6-7 films they made, spending the money, invested the money. After 7th time, audience will recognize that face. Even if they don't want it, they recognize, they'll see automatically. That is why these heroes were imposed on the audience. They were forced on the audience. That is why these people became heroes. Right? Take for example Megastar Chiranjeevi. He is son of an excise constable. How he became hero? By sheer hard work, talent, he became. Right? That is why you thrust on the people. If you thrust many times, if you put force, then they become, the audience become, they get attracted, they become accustomed. Capture their attention and make a lasting impression upon them. If you capture their attention and you will have a lasting impression so that they will listen to you, the audience will listen to you. Then repeat. For that I give that example, no, those heroes and all. Repetition makes the busy audience hear. Even they are busy, they hear when repetition is there. Their attention slips during the most important message of your speech. So, repeat it. 3. Draw a picture. Human brain is used to dealing with images. Human brain likes images, not the text. Draw a picture. Images make the message more memorable. Use metaphors and analogies to express your message. Metaphors and analogies to express your message. 4th one, jokes. Jokes can work very well during speech. Choose apt joke. It should not offend any member of the audience. Not only member of the audience. Your joke should not offend the people at large. Number 5, plain speech. Yes, works out in normal conditions. Plain speech works out in normal conditions. I am giving you one message. Man lives after his death by his deeds while he was alive. That's why do good deeds while you are alive. After death also you will live in this society by your deeds only. Coming to the topic, number 6, short and sweet. Your presentation should be short and sweet. Polish the main point of your speech. In all the presentation, there will be one main point. That main point you polish it. put in such a way, put some masala on that point, so that audience, oh, wow, what presentation he gave. My presentation may not be wow. Why? Wow type, why? My presentation may not be wow type. Wow, oof, wow. No, it will, because I am giving you, I am telling you how to make presentations. You will make a presentation on budget, how to earn money, how to go about in life. On those topics you make presentation. Look, for making those presentations, how you have to make presentations I am giving you. That is why my presentation may not be wow type. Okay, narrative. Number 7 is narrative. Everyone loves stories. Stories convey a message. Christianity was originally taught in parables. Zen philosophy is recorded in its stories. Weave your message into a story or a personal anecdote, then they get attracted. That is why use a narrative while presenting your presentation. Message. All is well is the essence of life. All is well is the essence of life. Number 8, coming to the point, coming to the topic. Number 8, rehearsal. There is no substitute for rehearsal. Do it in front of a mirror before presentation. Accentuate your gestures, vocal projection. Accentuate your gestures and vocal projection. Number 9, relaxation. Don't be nervous before your talk show. Concentrate on controlling your breathing. Audience will never notice your nerves. If you dry up in the middle, smile and look at your notes and take your time. The silence you seem longer to you. The silence will seem longer to you, but less to the audience. Once your speech is over, you have to calm it down. Try to honestly evaluate your performance, either alone or with the help of a friend. Decide what was least successful aspect of your presentation. Resolve to concentrate on that point in the next talk you give. Practice only way to improve your speech. I am giving you a message now. Evil thoughts reside inside the human beings. They will not bring them up for fear of society, punishment, law, etc. This is the bottom line in the novel The Lord of the Flies, written by Golding. Okay? So, closing the topic. The topic is, what was the topic? Presentation skills for emergent managers. Before closing that, I'll give you 3 rules for success. 1. Trust your brain. 2. Trust yourself. 3. Trust Konappa Reddy Hariprasad. You become a winner in life. Thank you. Carpe diem.